What up, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Friends of Prince, SoundCloud, SoundClicks, your boy Tone 202. What up, Kill for Kill? Yo, I just want to talk about Game of Thrones real quick. Just gonna run through it. Season 7, Episode 6. And, yeah, so, death is the enemy. Yo, this is gonna be good. Alright, I'm just gonna blow through it real quick here. I'm not gonna show the video. But, okay, so basically, you have Derek Dondarrion or Beric Dondarrion saying that death is the enemy, and you still have to fight it. We know they went beyond the wall. You know, we know John foolishly went beyond the wall. He said he's the only one who's seen him. You know, he has to fight them. They're going to the army of the dead with like 20 men. You know what I mean? And this is just a bad idea altogether. There's already been some plot leaks. You know, HBO has already been hacked. So a lot of people already know he's going to run into a White Walker. Or they're going to capture White Walker. They're going to run into big trouble. Daenerys is going to come with her dragons. Yada, yada, yada. You know, they've already had those plot leaks out there. But one of the things I want to talk about is the true North itself. You know, where they're going. Jon Snow knows the North as, you know, Winterfell to the Wall. Well, all the way up until he had to go and start searching for wildlings. And then they went further north. But nonetheless, John had made a statement. He talked about the true North. Now, I believe that when he was talking about the true North, he was talking about where the Night King actually lives. You know, that is considered the true North. And okay, it would be, in comparison, the true North to us would be freaking, the North Pole. That is all the way true north. Everything else just doesn't count. Like Iceland doesn't count, you know, even though it may be cold as heck up there. Nah, that's not cold, buddy. The Night King lives in true north. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, bro, true north. We got to go. And they know that they don't have to travel that far. But the thing I like about, you know, when they said true north, for one, the Night King himself. Okay, so the Night King has demonstrated his power. Okay, he's already demonstrated some of his power. Like we know that he's gonna get a dragon from Daenerys. Viserion, I think, is the one he's gonna get. He's gonna get one of the dragons. It's gonna be his dragon. It's gonna shoot blue flame. That's what the blue eye was all about. Okay, we get it. The plot leak is already out there. But there are some other things that the Night King can do. And I'm hoping that the further they travel north, that the further they see the Night King's abilities and some of the things that he can really do. Now, one of the things I was talking about, one of his powers other than resurrecting the dead, I think the Night King has the ability to manipulate ice. Okay, like we already know when he's around, a storm comes, correct? But I think he has the ability to manipulate ice. Okay, now I'm saying that to say that it's quite possible that the Night King is himself true North. Okay, let me break this down. If the Night King, the Night King has been there for what, 10,000 years, right? The first men. When they came, when the battle happened between them and the children of the forest, it was like 10,000 years ago, right? So, what I'm looking at, you know, when I heard that battle, when I'm listening to that battle, and when you see where the dragon glass is, or the magical dragon glass is stuck into the Night King, where the tree is, you notice that exactly where that might be on the Isle of Faces. I could be wrong. But nonetheless, What I think is, I think that because the Night King is there, that's true north. Okay, because he lives here. In other words, if you kill the Night King, then that whole region is going to have a different landscape. All right. Now, when we go, we're looking at the Queen, uh, that had a storm born, the unburnt. It also brings okay. These are magical characters. Queen Daenerys, she's a magical character. Even John is a magical character. These people have magic. John has magic. As a matter of fact, I think most people from Valerian or Valeris or whatever, however the heck you pronounce it, I think those people were magical people. But as a matter of fact, it was said that they use magic. Now, when we see John and the dragon, and he's petting the dragon, he recognizes his Valerian blood. In other words, it's not only the blood that Drogo recognized, it's his magic that he recognizes. Listen, I think the only people that can ride dragons are magical people. They have to either use it or it has to be in their blood. I'm going to go as far as saying it's in their blood because John never used magic. Okay, it was used on him by the Red Woman. Okay? So, in other words, when this battle starts to come to fruition, especially once John realizes that he has Valerian blood or how whatever name it is, and he has the same, and Daenerys is his aunt. They'll still get married and do it, but you know how they get down. But nonetheless, once he realizes this, he's going to realize that he has magic. I mean, he is Mr. Ice and Fire, and everybody think that he is this mystical person that the Night King has been searching for. I forgot what the dude's name is. But nonetheless, when the Night King kills the dragon, and of course he's going to start riding the dragon, the Night King is a magical person. So I'm just getting to the awareness of magical people or people who have magic in their blood in this whole tale. Now, when the children of the forest made the Night King, because they made him, they captured him and then they made him. When they put that shard into his chest, the Night King didn't make a sound. All right? And I was like, why isn't he screaming the holy heck? You know what I'm saying? Did this not hurt? You know what I'm saying? Turned his eyes blue. We also see that the Night King can take children, and the children don't die. The children's eyes turn blue because Craster's children, that's who Craster was making babies with all of his daughter wives and giving the babies to the White Walkers. Well, those babies don't stay babies. Those babies turn into grown-up White Walkers. Okay? More magic. Valyrian steel is magic. You see what I mean? So I'm looking at the magical people in this tale, and I'm looking at when the Night King finally does clash with Jon Snow. Not this time. Not when they go out and into the Wild. Not this time. No, I think Jon is going to actually, in one time or another, he's going to face the Night King, and he's actually going to go true north once he finds out what he is and what his ability is. This is after he finds out who his mom and father is. This is probably after he marries Daenerys. I'm not going to say that. But this is after him and Daenerys admit their love for each other, even though they're relatives. This is when Jon comes in the full fruition of what he is. I think he's going to have to go true north. And when he does, he's going to realize what magic is in him. Like what he can really, really do. See, I think all this prelude to this battle between them, I think this is just child's play. This is nothing. I don't even think the battle that's about to happen between them, I don't think this is like this is just it's a setup, but it's not the big. And I haven't read any of the books, but I'm a skeptic. I'm just kind of saying what I want to happen. I think this guy is going to turn into some whole nother character, and it's going to be awesome. And another thing I think, for one, the Red God, who Beric Dondarrion serves, is gonna, of course, gonna be on Jon's side. And here's okay. So, in about the Red God, what I think the Red God is going to do is he is going to infuse Jon with more of his own magic. Because okay, look at it like this: when Jon came back alive, and for one, he doesn't want to talk about it. Okay, it was like, I'm alive, so what? But Jon, they asked him what did he see, and what did he see, and he said nothing. See, I don't believe that. See, I believe that everyone that comes back alive through the help of the Red God is not only infused with the Red God, but part of the Red God. I think Beric Dondarrion is part of the Red God. I don't think he's just, he's been dead, 8, 9 times? I think the reason why he's able to come back and some people are not is because he's part of the Red God. As a matter of fact, I don't think Beric Dondarrion has to need prayer from Thrones Se7 in order to come back again. He is part of the Red God. I don't know, you guys. I'm just throwing stuff out there. But I think once the Red God finally shows his face and the Ice King, the King of the Dead, Mr. True North, finally shows who he is, he's like what we see is not his true form. Like, he was made that way. You know what I'm saying? The Ice King or the King of the Dead or whoever he is, that's not his true form. I think the Red God is going to have his true form in Jon Snow, and we'll see what he really is. And whoever, the God of death, because he's talking about death himself, and death always wins. He's going to show his true face. I don't know. It's your boy Tone 202. I'm just throwing out some stuff there, but I think they're all getting played. And once Jon realizes who he is, him and the Night King are going to go at it, but that's just going to be a small part of a whole. I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. Love Game of Thrones. Peace.